Imagine this. You have a smartphone in your hand, but you don't know how to unlock it. Or imagine someone sends you an important message, but you can't read even a single word. How would you feel? Embarrassed? Helpless? Dependent on others? Tell me in the comments, do you think there is any age to learn something new? Yes or no? I'd love to read your answers. Hi, welcome back to Emmanuel's English. Today we are going to learn a beautiful and heart touching chapter, How I Taught My Grandmother to Read, written by Sudha Murty. This is not a fictional story, this is a real incident from the author's own life. And by the end of this video, you will understand why this chapter has inspired millions of readers. So let's begin. When Sudha Murty was about 12 years old, she lived with her grandparents in a village in North Karnataka. In those days, there was no internet, no mobile phones, and even newspapers reached the village late. Every week, the entire family waited eagerly for a magazine called Karmavira. Why? Because it carried a famous serial novel called Kashi Yatre, written by the popular Kannada writer Triveni. The novel was about an old woman who dreamed of visiting the holy city of Kashi, but in the end, she sacrificed her own dream to help an orphan girl get married. It was a touching story, and Sudha's grandmother loved it very much. But there was one problem. Sudha's grandmother, Chris Tucker, had never gone to school. She could not read or write. So every Wednesday, Sudha read the new episode of the novel aloud to her. Her grandmother listened with complete attention. She even remembered many parts of the story by heart. One day, Sudha went to another village to attend a wedding. She planned to stay for 2 days, but stayed for an entire week. When she finally returned, she saw something she had never seen before. Her grandmother was crying. At night, her grandmother told her the reason. The new issue of Karmavira had arrived, but there was no one to read it. She opened the magazine again and again, looked at the pictures, and even touched the pages with her hands. But she could not understand a single word. That day, she realized something very important. She was dependent on others. She said, "What is the use of having money if I cannot be independent?" Those words became the turning point of the story. Her grandmother made a strong decision. She said, "I will learn the Kannada alphabet. By Saraswati Puja during Dasara, I will read a novel on my own." Sudha laughed. After all, her grandmother was 62 years old. But her grandmother smiled and replied with one of the most inspiring lines in the chapter: "For learning, there is no age bar." What a powerful message! From the very next day, Sudha became her grandmother's teacher, and her grandmother became her first student. She worked sincerely every day. She read, she wrote, she practiced, and she completed all her homework. When Dasara finally arrived, Sudha secretly bought the complete novel Kashi Yatre. Then something unforgettable happened. Instead of taking blessings from her grandmother, Sudha's grandmother touched her feet. She said, "I'm not touching the feet of my granddaughter, I'm touching the feet of my teacher." Then she opened the book and read the title herself. Sudha proudly realized that her first student had passed with flying colors. This chapter teaches us that education gives us confidence, independence, and self respect. No matter whether you are 16 or 60, if you have determination, you can learn anything. Remember this beautiful message: learning has no age limit. If you enjoyed this explanation, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Emmanuel's English for more easy and interesting English lessons. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.